How has the cost of living crisis affected food security for young people and their families?
Now, this impressive young man is called Dev Sharma, Youth MP for Winchester, but we'll get back to this fantastic individual later. He was chairing the Youth Select Committee on the 15th of September of this year, and the subject was the impact of the cost of living crisis on young people's health and well-being. And the person who he asked that question was...
Hi everybody, I'm Sean Turner and I'm a Senior Policy and Campaigns Officer at School Food Matters.
And here's what he had to say.
Really harshly, is what I would say. If you look at the numbers of people who are taking up free school meals, for example, there was a significant spike at the start of the COVID pandemic that came about probably, although the data doesn't allow you to see exactly, probably because so many more people moved on to universal credit and into the benefit system. But that number hasn't returned since, and it's continuing to increase. There are administrative reasons for that, but also there's a strong chance that people are becoming worse off. And that's supported by looking at data, for example, from the Trussell Trust, who run national food banks networks, and they've seen significant rises in the number of people using food banks. I think in the past year, there's been a 37% increase in people using food banks, and about a third of the food bank parcels handed out are handed out for children and young people. So there's been a significant worsening during the cost of living crisis in terms of food security.
And has this led to an increase in demand for young people accessing free school meals in schools?
It's difficult to say exactly, because under the current system, if you become eligible for free school meals during one phase of school, so for example primary school or secondary school, then you're entitled to those free school meals for the remainder of your time during that phase of education. This is something the government introduced when they introduced the universal credit system, and while the universal credit system is still being rolled out, it hasn't fully been implemented yet. They have this, what they call transitional protections, so that people stay eligible for longer than just the period when the parents are eligible for the benefits. So those people, there will still be thousands of children who are getting free school meals at the minute, despite the parents earning above the threshold for eligibility, and they haven't filtered out the system yet. But because the demographics are shifting and the number of young people are declining, it's likely that as free school meal numbers go up, there are probably more people getting worse off, because the significant thing is the threshold to get free school meals, which is your parents or your family have to be in receipt of universal credit, and nobody in your household combined can earn more than £7,400 in a year. That number, £7,400 a year, hasn't changed since 2018, whereas, as we know, inflation has soared since then.
Now, what Sean Turner had to say was quite damning, wasn't it? Now, especially about the £7,400 rule. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Especially in these difficult times. But what do you guys think? But with the likes of young people like Dev Sharma, who is an 18-year-old youth MP for Winchester, like as I said, and the chair of the Bite Back 2030, a youth-led movement advocating for equal access to a good diet for young people. And at the age of 15, Dev played a pivotal role in sparking the Child Food Poverty campaign led by Marcus Rashford in 2020. And he's been actively involved in advocacy, delivering a food charter to 10 Downing Street and engaging with key cabinet members and Labour leader Keir Starmer. He received the Diana Award for his food poverty activism, also being a strong advocate for youth on issues like holiday hunger and free school meals, drawing from his own school experiences to represent his peers, as well as initiating a campaign for world's first total online ban on junk food marketing, successfully pushing for government action with support from celebrities like Jamie Oliver. He holds the unique distinction of being elected consecutively from 2 different constituencies in the Youth Parliament. Dev is also an ambassador for the Food Foundation and its Children's Right to Food initiative, as well as a core group member of Act for Food and Act for Change. He's also an ambassador for Akshaya Patra, and if I butchered that, I really do apologise. And he sits on the advisory board for the charity EAT. His campaigning work has gained international recognition, earning praise from notable figures like Jamie Oliver and even Dame Emma Thompson. Spoken at prestigious venues like the UN in New York and Dispatch Box of the House of Commons as well. And on UNICEF's Instagram channels, his advocacy work has garnered significant attention on social media platforms with over 1,500,000 views and 200k likes. And if you want to see his website, I'll leave a link in the description box. It's brilliant and quite inspiring. And the reason why I wanted to chat about this very impressive young man is because we seem to be bombarded with stories about how our youth today have no respect and are feral and running wild in the streets and out of control. But reading about this inspirational young man brings me hope. But what do you guys think? Let me know down below, and if you want to watch another inspirational young person trying to make a difference to our youth and society as well, you might want to watch this video here. So it just leaves me to say, until the next time, take care and farewell, my friends.